Hello, Graybeard here, and welcome to the channel. And if you haven't yet subscribed, hit like if you like the video. If you don't, hit like anyway and lie to me. I'm a man, I can take it. And comment, let me know what you think. Like on other people's comments. Figure I'd give a nice little overview of the bike. Some people like to see that. But this is the most overlooked bike of my bunch. Everybody likes the X50 from Jansno and the Amiet S8, which it's a ride to ride. But not too many people are big on the Polarna. But it's actually probably the best made bike out of the three. Literally no troubles out of this bike. The only I guess I could turn it on. The only gripe I got about this bike is that when you hit the throttle, it picks up your speed like 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than you're actually going. There we go. Like right now, let's see. Yeah, see, it's showing, look at the differences in the speed. You let off and it equals out. But other than that, I think it's a great bike. It is a little more expensive than the Jansno. Quite a bit, actually. It's more expensive than the Amiet. But it's definitely worth what you pay for. They normally run around $1,500, but you can catch them on sale quite a bit. Last time I seen them, the cheapest price was like $12.99, but that includes shipping and everything. You don't pay taxes, you don't pay shipping. It's $12.99. That's what you pay. But it's got a great suspension, 1,000-watt motor, mirrors I put on, and I wouldn't recommend these. Them round ones like you see on my Jansno and the Amiet S8, those are the ones I would recommend. And if you'll notice, if you watch any of my other videos where even I was riding down through here on my Amiet, this bike is quieter, going over all these bumps. There's just a little bit more of like a quality to this bike. And that's probably why it costs a little bit more. It's a great, like I say, it's a great bike. Got a great suspension. I think it's a hair stiffer than the Amiet. The Jansno was stiffer right off the bat. But now that we got that problem solved on the Jansno, can't remember if I said Amiet, the Jansno X50 where it had a real stiff rear setup. Oh no, it's further down. I was looking for that real bad little peak in the sidewalk. It's right here. It's redonkulous. But anywho, yeah, it's a lot softer now. It may be too soft. We'll find out on the next ride on the Jansno X50, which will be the next video. I always like to stop here and look at the mountain. Somebody booming. Guess I better move to avoid copyright. Even though I can't tell who the heck that is. Oh. Now I like my bass music and I like hip hop, but some of this newer stuff, all gargly and mumbly, and I don't like that. They can keep that mess. We're gonna go up in front of Walmart again. Oh. Let's pedal. This ain't the Amiet. That's the big plus the Amiet has over this, and the Jansno is that Amiet will take you up a hill 25 mile an hour. This very hill. This one's going up a little faster than the Jansno did. Jansno was doing 16. We're doing almost 20. Of course, it's rounding out now, leveling off. But this bike, like I say, it's just got a little bit more of a quality to it. They all come with craptastic tires. Some people don't mind them. I'm not a knobby guy. I spend the vast majority of my time on pavement or concrete. I don't need that big old whine and that vibration from them knobbies when I'm not really using them for what they're meant for. See, if you noticed any of my other videos, see when I go over these bumps on this bike here, just a little quieter, don't make as much noise. The mountain. It is gorgeous. I do wish it had a twist throttle. That's another, of course that has to do with depending on what you like, you know. If you like a little thumb throttle, this will be what you like. Ooh, trying to, there we go. But on this one, the thumb throttle's on the left for some reason. And I can switch it. And I probably said I was going to, but I just never did. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Woohoo! Woohoo! Like I say, it's a little stiffer than the Amiet, but I mean just a little, not much. Both the Amiet S8 and this have dual rear suspension. Shocks on the front are fairly similar. Same handlebars. Biggest thing is that Amiet's got that other motor and a little bit more battery. And it's kind of hard to beat, especially being cheaper in price. Like I say, this one was $11.99.99 on sale when I got it a couple years ago. and shipped to my door. That's every penny I paid, $11.99.99. The Amiet S8, I got it through Amazon. It was $10.62, like 30 something. I can't remember exactly. Get over out of the way. Got one coming this way on this side too. Woo. These are really old sidewalks now, and they're still better than the ones over in Bluefield, West Virginia. Oh, we got a whole line up. Stay on the sidewalk. That's the thing about the Amiet, it goes a little bit faster. And I'd be way ahead. Wouldn't have to worry about getting out of people's way. Because it's only 25 mile an hour here. I mean, I can do 25, but most people don't do that in their cars. They like to go 30, 35. Now around these little curves like this, you got to slow it down. But it's a beautiful little area. Yeah, these sidewalks, like I say, they're old and they're still in better shape than Bluefield, but they're not as old as the ones in Bluefield. Yeah, my right knee ain't happy right now. Ain't been happy for a week or so. Couple weeks since that Jansno ride, really. I could feel it then, trying to go up a hill. Like I say, these brakes are hydraulic like the Amiet. You might recognize this from the last video if you watched the whole thing. I went this way on the Amiet. Somebody getting a new roof on. I need to get one soon. I'd like to already have it on there. I like this little road here. Goes along a creek. Like on the Amiet, you can cruise down through here. I think I was cruising 33, 34. Getting 25 on this right now. Of course, some of this is uphill. And that's where that extra motor really comes in on that Amiet. The hills don't bother it near as bad. It did boggle my mind that this bike here don't get near the attention as the Jansno X50. And I'm not knocking the Jansno X50, it's a great bike. Like I say, this is just a little fancier, a little nicer. Say the Jansno, it has the twist throttle, which I do prefer. And let's see, what else? Oh, turn signals. It does have turn signals front and back. This one don't have any. But other than that, this bike, it's got a lot of nice, like the shocks and everything. Ooh, just got hit in the chin by some kind of bug. I don't know if you heard it. It went, somebody moving out. Or done moved out. This is beautiful through here, even with the trailer park. You got the hill over here, the hill over here, and then the mountain in the back. Had a dog chasing me, that's what I was laughing about. He was sounding fierce too. See, that's what I say with the, when you use the thumb throttle, it's saying 28. GPS is saying 24. Watch, as soon as I let go, it drops down to 24, just like GPS. I don't understand why it does that. You'd have to ask Polarna about that. Slow down. But the other thing this thing really has over the Jansno X50 is the battery. Jansno's 14 amp hour, this one's 22 and a half. That's what they claim. And you can tell it. You can tell a big difference after riding both of them by how much you got left after a good ride. I don't know what two guys are riding or walking down the road with vests, reflective vests on. Thought I heard one coming after me, but I don't see nothing. There's a little smart car. Evidently they weren't too smart because they didn't sell that good. And used, they don't sell for a whole lot. Not sure how good of a car they are. They might be great cars. For a car to be that tiny, barely enough for 2 riders and a couple of bags of groceries, and that thing still only gets like 36 miles to the gallon. I don't see the point. You're gonna have that much of a how tiny car like that, that tiny of a car, that thing should be getting 50 miles a gallon at least. We can look at the ducks again. Looks like they cut this part of the road out too. I guess they're going to add to this over here. Maybe they should have done that before they did the park. And there's little landmines everywhere. You come in here, let me show you. Pet waste transmits disease. Leash, curb, and cleanup after your dog. And please keep this area clean. Yeah. Poop, 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 poop. Yep, they clean up all right, don't they? They're everywhere. All these little spots. That's doo-doo. Everywhere. Hope ain't no bobcat. This don't get out of the way like the Amiette does. Where's her little duckies? I don't see no duckies. I hear something up the hill though. Oh, it's a beaver. It's a beaver. See if we can find him. See if we can find his little butt. No, he's hiding. He's already hiding. Dang it. I saw him. He was scurrying under this rocky area. Yeah, he was up there just scurrying along little rocks there. He hiding now though. It might have been what I heard when I was up here on the Amiette last week. I was hoping I'd catch him. I guess we ain't gonna. And there ain't no, oh, there they are. There's a few ducks way out here. There was a bunch of them last time. Here comes a couple more. Oh yeah. There's where they's all hanging out in the shade, I guess. Hopefully y'all getting this. Whole bunch of them. But anywho. But these bikes are really great for old farts like myself. I know I've said it before. Like right now, my right knee, it ain't liking the pedaling right now. And it's good to pedal to help take off. I'm thinking about going back the other way. And reason being, I want to take a slightly different route. Wrong way. The little duckies. Yeah, and another thing about this area, the beautiful scenery, of course, but dodging the landmines all over the place. You'd think somebody'd somewhat enforce the pickup of people's dogs and cats or whatever poo. Anywho's, but yeah, besides even the scenery, the wildlife, you'll see a lot of, like I see beavers all the time. Ever since I come up here, I've seen beavers here and there. There's plenty of them. And raccoons, if you like raccoons, you're gonna see a lot of them too. That's the only thing, if they put a higher gear on these bikes, because most of these bikes, 750 and 1,000 watt, they cruise just a bit faster than you can help it pedal. Like I say, that's where that Amiette shines, is it right here. As it will get you up this hill faster than I'm pedaling right now with this 1,000 watt motor. This got two 1500s. And it's like, what hill? It just confuses the crap out of me how this bike here gets overlooked. It's a great bike. I like them all. And I can see why the Amiette and Janzo outsell it. Of course, when I bought this, the Amiette S8, they might have had an S8, but they didn't have the S8 dual motor. I've seen S8s with just a single motor. Big old hill behind us when we was going the other way, yeah. It's in front of us now, of course. Just beautiful area. I'm probably gonna get passed by that truck here just shortly. Here comes that dog again. See him coming at me? Woo, 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 woo. And then also, something I don't know if I've ever said, I might have. I'm gonna pull over, that truck's still coming, I'm gonna let him get by me. Oh, here comes another. Just come around the corner as soon as I was gonna take off. But anywho's, if you're wanting an electric bike and you want one you can pedal, none of these bikes, like the folding ones and the moped style like I got, are a good bike to just pedal without the motor. If you want one you can pedal without the motor, get you one that looks very, very inconspicuous, you know, like looks more like a regular bike. Car coming up behind me. He can go around if he wants. I'm thinking it's a C7. Oh. There he goes. Yep. I just got passed by a C7 Corvette. That's a darn good looking car. Darn good looking. Yeah, if I ever struck it really rich, you wouldn't see me riding in Lambos and Ferraris. You'd see me in a Corvette. And I'd probably have one from every era, if not more than one. Oh, there's so many cool Corvettes to choose from. My favorite, of course, is a lot of people's favorites, probably more amongst us older fellers, is the 63 split window. That and the 53 is a close second. And I know that 53 is the least sporty of them all, but it's just a beautiful car. And it's the experience of driving that particular car. It's not which one's the fastest. And they did a 25th anniversary on the C5 platform and made it look like the 53. I'd love to have that car. That thing's probably worth millions though, because it's like a one-off. And the other thing about these bikes, after you ride that Amiette S8, this and the Jansno just seems slow. Still fun. Still very enjoyable bikes. Oh, thought I was looking at a turtle there for a minute. It was a folded up glove on the road somebody lost. Work glove. Wished I still had the balls to ride my minis on the road. Trying not to get tickets though. This is still uphill. I don't know if it looks like it on camera. It's getting a little steeper right now. Then it goes downhill a little past that car turning in. You can pretty much see it where it bottoms out. Then it's back uphill again. Not steep, just slight. But it is uphill. Woohoo! Hopefully I'm not slouching too much. I try not to. I got something on my sunglasses down low. Woohoo! Yeah, right here is pretty much toward the end of where you can help it pedal. I can just barely feel that I'm helping. Sportster for sale. I think it was a Sportster. If not, it's one that's trying to look like one. Whew. I would like to know why, as soon as you hit the thumb throttle, the speed jumps up 4 miles an hour, even though you're not going 4 miles an hour faster. If you watched all my old mini bike videos, we're close to where I used to live. That white building there in front of us, I used to turn up that hill and I was 2 houses over on that next street up. Ooh, I hit something there. I keep feeling like I'm slouching and I'm trying not to. Now we're downhill a little bit. And right down there where that truck is now, it dips down into its lowest point and then starts going back uphill again. Well, I was going to get whatever was on my riding shades off, but it's already off. I always wondered what it was about old fellers and white vehicles. They do seem to show less dirt, but they still show it. And they look bland usually. Certain cars look good white, but not very many. Woohoo! Try to let the traffic have their right of way. Woohoo! But I had to hurry up and cram this ride in. Like I say, me and little lady's schedules are conflicting. We used to work at the same place. And now we work at separate places, and it kind of makes it harder because we're on different shifts and we got a little boy. Woohoo! Woohoo! Did you hear the scratch? That's how rough this sidewalk is. And some of this is newer pieces of sidewalk. A lot of that's entrances though. I'm jumping the little hump on the side of the entrance. But some of it was just rough. Woohoo, that was an entrance hump. Another one. And here's your little crosswalk hump. I guess I could. It's weird how little traffic I'm seeing on the Bluefield side today. This is a Saturday. And you'll be getting a video this evening. I like to get it hot off the press to you. That way you can have it while it's still good and warm. Nice and fresh. Yeah, e-bikes have gone a long way. I know a lot of people are getting on this folding e-bike craze, and I still wouldn't mind having one just to see what they're like. But you can get these bikes for around the same price, and I just find them to be really nice. Another C7. Yeah, that C8's a nice car, really nice car, and it outclasses the C7. But the C7 is nothing to sneeze at. None of them after the C5 are, or the C4 ZR1. Yeah, when they come out with that ZR1 and the C4, that's when Corvette started making its way back on top of the heap. It's beautiful. If I wasn't so cheap, I would have replaced these mirrors. I just don't like them. Where they're kind of augmented, I just don't like that. You see them all over Amazon and eBay and whatever other sites you might go to. But letting this car get around me, the big beautiful mountain. Come on. It's pretty. I just wish the camera would show it like I'm seeing it. Maybe one day GoPro will get that good and the like. You're down to 2 bars, but we did quite a little ride here. One day I'll get good at editing and have a GoPro on my helmet and still have the chesty, but then for different shots, you know, you can throw in my view up higher of the mountain, because sometimes when I try to show you the mountain, you can't really see it because you're down low. Like I say, these bikes have come a long way. And I can't understand why somebody would take and spend $20-some, $30-some $100 on a 750 watt bike when you can get one for around $1,000 or less. To me, it don't. I know they're nicer. They are nicer, but they're not 3, 4, and 5 times the price nicer. They're like maybe a few $100s more price nicer. And that's their problem. But people buy them. So I guess as long as people buy them, I'd be selling them too. They got to be making oodles more profit off of them. Yeah, the people that's selling these bikes, like this Polarna and the Jansno and the Amiet, they're making probably plenty of profit. But not that much. Not near as much as what like somebody on an aerial rider or whatever the heck that is, and what's that, Super 73 and all that. Those bikes shouldn't cost 3 and 4 times as much as this. Like I say, they're probably nicer, but they're not that much nicer. Even there's a Super 73 that doesn't even have any suspension on the rear, and it is like at least double the price of this, if not triple. I probably need to put a little more air in these tires. Might would have got a little more top end speed because I just didn't feel like fooling with it. They're not too soft. I mean, you can go way softer than they are. But when you got this full suspension like this, as long as you can, you might as well air up them tires because and I go around the limit, maybe a hair over, not a bunch. Whew. But when you go on a long ride on these bikes, like that one I just did, that's a fairly long ride to me. Some people might say, what? But my buttocks does not like it after I go to get up. I'm like, whoa, I can feel it. But if you look at it, there's a lot of cushion in this. A lot more than here. This has got plenty though. And this is, if you look at these seats, the shape and everything, they're very similar. This one, I want to say is a little longer. I could swears it. My 30-some-year-old tape measure, this seat is approximately 19 inches. Oh yeah, this one's quite a bit longer. I didn't realize how much longer it is. It's 22 and a half. So yeah, it's 3.5 inches longer at least. But they're very similar if you look at them. The way it turns down like that and everything. Very similar. And that was the coolest thing about the Amiet. It came on the bike. I didn't have to touch that seat. That seat was already on there. I had to put this one on. It went on fairly easy. This one, that was the hardest part about putting the bike together, was that seat. Was getting that seat on there. The seat frame was like a, what you call it? You know, it's plastic, but it's still got these little metal screws mounted in that plastic. And they're coming, you know, sticking down, and you got little holes where the things are supposed to go through. And some of them are like this, and yeah, I had to wrestle that seat in. That one, I didn't have to wrestle at all. The tires on this bike, these, what are they called? Something chow mein. What does it say? Chow Yang. Yeah, Chow Yang tires, yeah. And I'm not saying that's a representation of all their tires, because you see them selling on Amazon and stuff all the time, left and right. I don't know if people are getting screwed over them, but it's from that latest set of lights I bought. I got all my extras over here. I need to put them somewhere else. But anywho's, yeah, like I say, that's the most overlooked bike in my fleet, I guess you'd say. And I kind of regret the white walls now. I don't regret white walls just these white walls. They're a cheaper tire. And if you're going to get them, it's best to go with the black walls. A lot of people nowadays like it blacked out wheel, blacked out tire, no stripes or lettering. But I'm old school. I like the lettering. I like the white walls on certain things. Not everything. I don't think I would have put white walls on this bike. They have them with a sidewall like this instead of white. Now I would have went with that on this, but everyone I seen was a knobby. And I don't like knobbies. If I had a lot of trails that I could ride around here, which there are some somewhere, I just ain't found them yet. You got the old Hatfield McCoy trails, but I don't know if you'd want to go on an e-bike on them. Maybe the mini bike, the big one. It's got a little oomph to get up there and go and get out of people's way and stuff. And yeah, I would take it on the Hatfield McCoy trail. But the little mini, it needs roads. And sad thing is, I'm kind of scared to ride it on the roads. I ain't never gonna get rid of her though. She's a special edition. Let me tell me how many you've seen with the silver on black. That's cool. I'll put the little transformer sticker on there. Same with the big mini. I put them on there on both sides. And then down low on the other side, I got a Dale Earnhardt number 3. Not junior, senior. But anyways, I hope you liked this video. And if you did, hit that like button, comment. Like I say, like, comment it. On these little struggling channels like my own, especially if you're watching anybody else's channel that's real little that you really like and you want it to grow, give them more interaction. It helps out tremendously. And yeah, like, comment, share. Get it out there for them. And if you've gotten this far, you should already be subscribed. Because you must have liked it a lot if you went this far. And I got tons of other videos going back to 2019. And I should have got on sooner, but I didn't. But anywho's, yeah, like I say, I hope you liked the video. And if you did, hit like. If not, lie to me, hit like anyway. I'm a man, I can take it. And we'll see you next time.